Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Another Shabbat, man.
Come.
Shabbat the Most High gave us to come and bid the marriage, man.
Right.
Right? Let me get the book of Acts, chapter 15, and verse number 36. Let me get the book of Genesis, chapter 36, and verse number 13. I want Acts first. I want Genesis first. Give me Genesis 36, 13 first, and then I want Acts 15, 36.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 13.
Bring it out.
And these are the sons of Reuel, Nahath, and Zarah, Shammah, and Mizah.
Come on, bring that up, dude. Acts 15, 36. Acts 15, 36.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 15, verse 36. And some days after Paul said unto Barnabas, let us go again and visit our brethren in every city where we have preached the word of the Lord.
Let us do what?
Let us go again and visit our brethren in every city where we have preached the word of the Lord.
Read it again from the top.
And some days after Paul said unto Barnabas, let us go again and visit our brethren.
Let us do what?
Let us go again and visit our
Read it
brethren.
one more time.
Let us go again and visit our brethren
Read.
in every city where we have preached the word of the Lord, and see how they do.
And do what?
And see how they do.
And the Lord commands us to go in every single city throughout America. You understand? To preach to our brethren. What's going on, King? How you feeling? What's your nationality, brother man?
Colombian and
What's your father?
my father they got Cape Verdean, his family, Indian,
Alright, who's the Colombian?
my mother.
And you said your dad, and then you said African American. So would your dad be the African American? Alright. So nevertheless, we're out here teaching that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans were God's chosen people according to the Bible. You understand, King? And we're going to show that according to the Bible. First, give me 1 Thessalonians 5 and 21. Right? Because I could be saying anything, but we're going to prove to you and show you who you will be according to the Bible.
Right.
You understand? Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. We're going to start off with that. 21.
It's the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 21.
Bring it out.
Prove all things.
Do what?
Prove all things.
Read it again.
Prove all things.
Read on.
Hold fast that which is good.
Do what?
Hold fast that which is good.
So we're going to prove to you, King, you understand how you will be God's chosen people according to the Bible. Did you know that God has a selective people that he deals with? Because what you've been taught your whole life, brother, is God is dealing with everybody.
Wake them up.
That's not biblical, King. If you open this Bible and read yourself, you'll never see. Give me Exodus 8 and 23. You'll never see, King. Give me Luke. Hold that and give me Luke. Chapter 12, verse 51. When you read this Bible, you'll see that Christ, he's not dealing with everybody. He divides. Right? You've heard of segregation before, right? You've never heard of segregation? Jim Crow ever? This is the white fountain over here, the black fountain over there. Whites only, blacks in the back of the bus. That's segregation. Christ is a segregator.
Right.
Understand? We're gonna prove that. Bring it up. Read it. 1251.
All right, bring that out.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 51.
Bring it out.
Suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth, I tell you nay.
I tell you what?
I tell you nay.
Christ say?
I tell you nay.
But what?
But rather division.
But what?
But rather division.
All together.
But rather division.
So this is Jesus Christ out of his own mouth saying, I ain't come to give peace on earth. I came to divide. You understand?
Right.
Bring that out, King.
This is the book of
We're gonna get
Exodus,
another witness.
chapter 8, 23.
Show
Bring
the
that
division.
out.
And I will put a division between my people and thy people.
What the Lord say?
And I will put a division between my people and thy people.
No, we are the same and equal.
And I will put a division between my people and thy
So
people.
the Lord divides, King. There's never, you can't find out one account in the Bible where we was all equal. We was all the same. Why in the Bible, when thousands of years ago, all our forefathers, why were we all equal then, but right now we're not equal? Why are we the only people getting gunned down? Why are we the ones living in the worst state in every society? Why are we the ones catching hell? You understand? But you got these other nations living lavish. We was never equal to be equal, King. Right. Was slavery equal, brother? Was us in them cotton fields getting whipped? Was we equal to them slave masters? It wasn't, brother. Are you equal to your boss who owns that business company you work for? Are you equal to him? Did you make as much money as him? Did you get that inheritance? So how the hell are we equal? Who told us that, brother? Who tells us we equal to them? To these other nations? Because we not, King. And we're going to show you why we not.
Wake 'em up,
Give me Leviticus 20 and 26. Right? Give me the book of Deuteronomy. Right? Chapter 7 and verse number 6. Right? Because we're going to let this brother know who he is, man. Right? And he's divided from these other people in righteousness.
Wake 'em up, huh?
Bring it
The
up.
book of Leviticus 20 and 26.
Bring it up.
And ye shall be holy unto me.
And ye shall be what?
And ye shall be holy unto me.
What does it mean to be different?
And ye shall be holy unto me.
So the word holy means set apart, King. The Lord's talking to the children of Israel saying, yo, you different. You set apart from all these other nations. You set apart from them because you unto me.
Right.
For I, the Lord, am holy.
Read it again.
For I am the Lord and holy.
So not only are you set apart, King, but the Most High God, He's even set apart from these other nations. Read on.
And have severed you from other people.
And have did what?
And has severed you from other people.
So the Lord's saying, King, that He's separated us and divided us from other people, King.
Right.
You understand? Because why? You are God on earth, brother.
That's right.
You can't depend on the people who raped, robbed, and murdered you, took away your nationality, took away your heritage to teach you who you are, brother.
Wake 'em up,
Look at
huh?
you right now, King.
Right.
I know you feel it, brother. You can
Right.
see it on your face right now.
Right.
That's
You
right.
understand? Check this out. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse number 8, man.
Bring it out.
Bring this out, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Actually, hold that. We're going to bring that out right after this verse. Deuteronomy 30 and 8.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 8.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt.
32. Deuteronomy 32 and 8. Now you did good. That's my 32 and 8.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 8.
Bring it
Bring it
out.
out.
When the Most High divided to the nations.
Read it again.
When the Most High divided to the
So
nations.
this is like the fourth precept, King. We're reading about the Most High divided a special chosen people from all the other people, King. Read on.
When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance.
Their what?
Their inheritance.
Is the Lord God waiting for this brother?
Their inheritance.
The Lord got an inheritance waiting for you, King.
Wake 'em up,
All you
huh?
gotta do is open up this Bible and keep the Lord's commandments, and you gotta get blessed 100-fold. Read on.
When he separated the sons of Adam.
When he did what?
When he separated the sons of Adam.
We all come from Adam, but even down the line, we got separated as the sons of Adam. Read on.
He set the bound of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
The who?
According to the number of the children of Israel.
Bring this out, okay? We're gonna show you how the Lord feels about the children of Israel. Okay?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy
So
God.
we read it again. He said, "You're a holy people unto the Most High God." Read on.
Right.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
Have done what?
The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
How did this brother stumble across this today?
The Lord thy God has chosen
To
thee
be what?
to be a special people.
What is this brother?
To be a special people.
What is this mighty king right here?
To be a special people.
Unto who?
Unto himself.
Read on.
Above all people.
Read it again.
Above all people.
He's below everybody.
Above all people.
Brother, why are we reading out the Bible
These
time
are
and time
fringes.
after again that the Lord divides a specific nation of people from all 17
I've been
others
waiting
he
to find
created,
people
and he's calling you
that
special, brother.
like me.
He's saying you're above all these other people. If I said LeBron
I don't know
James
how to
is
word
above
it.
every player in the NBA, what does that mean, man?
And I
LeBron's
can't stay too
above every
long
NBA
because
player. What does that
I work
mean?
right here and I just snuck off to get a cigarette, but I've been waiting. Is there a way I can contact you guys?
He's the best, king. He's the best player. The Lord's calling Israel the best players right now.
Right. Wake him up.
This world is the league right now. This is the NBA.
Right.
Right now, we the LeBron
My hands
James
dirty, I've
above
been working.
everybody. You
Right.
understand? The Israelites dominating everything we do, man.
That's right.
Look at you, man. Look at your drip, man.
Right.
You CeeLo, man.
Right.
That NY hat, that black and yellow, black and yellow. Come on, King.
I know
You got
your
the
eyes,
next
but I
dog
can't-
face on.
Yeah,
Right. You can't get around it, man.
Right.
No one dripping like the bruise, man.
Right.
You understand? We're a different type of people, King. Why? Because you're
Right.
above all people, man.
That's right.
Even your dog, man. You look at that.
Right.
Your dog's feeling it, man. Your dog feeling through the street.
Right.
You understand? Your dog's jumping because he's saying, hey, you a king. You a king, brother. And we're going to show you how you a king, though, all right? Bring this up. Deuteronomy 20:15. You heard about the Israelites in
I
Egypt,
got a lot
King?
to share too.
You heard about the Israelites in Egypt, King?
Yeah, that's what it is.
You haven't?
Like you said, 12 tribes of Israel.
Sorry, King. We're
Those are
your brothers,
basically
man. Don't feel
12 black
ashamed,
races.
King. Give me John 8:32.
Nations, Africans, Native Americans, the Dominicans,
Bring that up.
like the Dominicans are the tribe of Judah. You know, we should,
John
they're
8:32.
made up of three people though. A white man, I think it's an Asiatic man. Yes.
Read out what you got.
Yes.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32.
Bring it up.
And ye shall know the truth.
Read it again.
And ye shall know the truth.
What the Lord do for this brother?
And ye shall know the truth.
What's the truth gonna do?
And the truth shall set you free.
And the what?
And the truth shall set you free.
And the truth's gonna make you free.
Right.
Right.
The reason why you emotional right now, King, is because the Lord got it in your spirit. He's gonna do these words of life.
Right.
We're not carnal brothers up here. This is a spiritual battle that we fight.
Right.
You understand? You catching hell just like the rest of us. You know why? Because you were Israelite.
That's
That's
right.
Give me Hebrews 12:6. Bring that out.
This is the book of Shadrach, chapter 35, number 13.
Bring it out.
He will not accept any person against a poor man, but will hear the prayer of the oppressed.
He will do what?
But
Will hear the prayer of the oppressed.
Read it again.
Will hear the prayer of the oppressed.
Right now, he's going to hear the prayers of the oppressed. Is everybody being oppressed on earth today, King? 12:6. Is everybody being oppressed today, King?
Where can I get
Everybody ain't being oppressed. Is the so-called women being oppressed? Is he getting gunned down by the police? Who's getting gunned down by the police? Who lives with the rats and rodents and roaches? Us, man. Who's struggling and gotta get EBT with sexually and welfare, brother? It's us. Who got the single mother households, brother?
Right.
It's us. We the oppressed. The Lord says he's going to hear the prayers of the oppressed,
Right.
not of the world. And who do you think the oppressed is, King? Is it the white man? Chinese man? It's us, King.
Right.
That's right. Verse 14. He will not despise the supplication of the fatherless nor the widow. Verse 15. Do not let tears run down the widow's cheeks.
Read it again.
Do not let tears run down the widow's cheeks.
What's happening right now?
Do not let tears run down the widow's cheeks.
Not the tears run down the widow's cheeks, brother. And you're not a widow because you're not a widow. It's a full spiritual mother. You're feeling this truth. Right now, the truth is setting you free because you're hearing these words of life. And the Lord's saying, read it again.
Do not let tears run down the widow's cheeks.
Not the tears run down the widow's cheek.
Right.
Read on.
And is not her cry against him that causes them to fall.
Read it again, King.
Do not let tears run down the widow's cheek.
Right?
And is not her cry against that causes them to fall.
Who's causing you to fall right now, brother? You just said you're going through so much right now. And that's why you're crying right now. They're causing the tears to fall down from your face. You understand? So who's causing you to fall, brother? Why are you going through what you're going through, brother?
That's what all you gotta do is gotta reach your map.
And guess what? The Lord's going to help you understand today, King.
Right.
Alright? We're about to break it down. Bring that up, man.
Book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 6.
Bring it out.
For whom the Lord loveth, he chastiseth.
Read it again.
For who the Lord loveth, he chastises.
Read it one more time.
For who the Lord loveth, he He chastises.
Who the Lord loveth.
Right,
Chastise you, brother. You said you catching help. Why? It's because the Most High God loves you, King.
Right.
He don't love everybody.
Right.
Big time. It's like back to back. I just go straight up.
Cell tower. Contact people. Right? It's like how you got a best friend, right?
Killing me.
We feel you, King.
Tired of it.
You tired of it, right,
Tired
King?
of it.
When he's going through something, you up there.
We gonna pray for you.
I feel like I have a ticket. Like I'm next. I think if you know what mine is,
Hey, King.
I can't work. I'm at work. I feel free. Going to work. Lady at home.
Nah, King, check this out, brother. And the reason why you catch hell is because the Lord loves you, man. And you know what he gives us.
Talk to me about all the time. I hear from all the time. My brother. His name is Donald Williams. He calls himself Ariel Greatness. Ariel. Have him on. But he talks a lot about this, so you know, I'm glad to have him around because he came back. He moved down to Fall River.
Check this out, brother. This is what we
So
here.
like I need my brothers, you know what I mean?
You said you what?
I need my brothers.
Check this out, King. Hold that thought right there.
Family, my brothers.
Bring that up. Listen to this, King. Or not.
It's the book of Enoch.
Hey, brother, I want you to listen to this, King. Because, believe it or not, King, we are brothers, man.
Right.
We don't got the same mommy, same daddy, but through the Spirit, we got the same mom, same daddy, man.
Right.
I know
You
that.
understand the Heavenly Father? We come from the same one, King.
Right.
You said we come from the same forefather, Jacob. And you said you need your brothers, and that's why the Lord brought you here today, King.
Right.
Right.
Check and listen to this, King. Bring that up.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 9. Two are better than one.
Read it again.
Two are better than one.
One more time.
Two are better than one.
Two are better than one, King. Ain't two people, hold on. Ain't two kings better than, two brothers better than one? How many brothers you see here? Count them. Everyone around you. How many of you brothers you see right here, right now? You see more than two, right? So what you think, how powerful you think that is, King? The Lord said two are better than one. Right. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 including yourself, King.
That's right.
10 are better than one, man.
Right.
Read on, King.
For if they fall,
For if they what?
For if they fall.
What happens to this brother?
For if they fall.
For if they fall.
the one will lift up his fellow.
The what?
The one will lift up his fellow.
We here to lift you up, King. We here to give you these words of life to rejuvenate you, brother, and get you right back on track to help you. You know you're going through problems, King, and right now, what you got to do is you got to hear these words of life, and then we're going to find a solution for the problems you're dealing with outside of this, King. But right now, two are better than one, because if you fall, we're going to lift you up. Read on, King.
But woe to him that is alone when he falleth.
Read it again. Brothers, chime in.
For woe to him that is alone when he
It
falleth.
says, but destruction unto him who's alone when he falleth. And right now you alone, King. You said you losing people left and right, that means they ain't by your side no more, brother.
Right.
And it says destruction unto him, and that's Satan right now trying to destroy you. He's alone, and I got him where I want him. You said you feel like you next, brother.
Right.
You feel like the Lord's about to take that candle from you and take you out. But guess what? If you keep yourself surrounded around like-minded brothers who will push you to keep doing the right thing on the right track, ain't nothing gonna happen to you, man.
That's right.
You're not gonna taste that, King.
Right.
Read on, King.
For he have not another to help him up.
Read it again.
For he have not another to help him up.
So when you're alone, you're gonna feel like you're gonna get destroyed because you don't got a brother by yourself to pick you up. What I'm saying, when I'm fall, if I'm about to fall, guess what? I got two brothers beside me who's gonna do what? They gonna lift me up. Get back on your shit, brother.
Right.
Make sure you doing your thing, brother. We got you. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you, brother. I got all these brothers around me, which is why I'm still maintaining today. You understand? Read on, King.
Again, if two lie together,
If two lie together,
then they have heat.
they have heat. Read.
But how can one be warm alone?
How can one be one alone, brother? If you by yourself, you're gonna be cold, right? When you with your shorty, right? Don't brothers like to cuddle with their woman at night, man? Sometimes it get cold, man. But when you got that nice woman, you can the hawk and cut over that neck, you feel that body, king. Right? Read on.
And if one prevail against him,
And if one prevail against you,
two shall withstand him.
two shall withstand it. Right? Now think about it. If you got we got a so-called white man over here, not our brothers. You got a damn white boy over here trying to fight you. If it's a one-on-one, that's more like a 50-50 battle. But then you got two against one. What the hell you think's gonna happen, king? Them two's gonna prevail that one man.
Yeah, definitely.
You understand? Bring that out, king. Give me Deuteronomy 28:15. Bring that out.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, verse 6, verse 2. Chapter 6, verse 1.
Right?
Instead of a friend, become not an enemy.
Read it again.
Instead of a friend, become not an enemy.
We don't want to be an enemy, brother. Why? Because we love you, man. We here, brother. We here to help you, king. We not against you. We're not like the rest of them Negroes in the world, brother, who wants to fight their own brothers. We trying to exalt our kings, man. We trying to put back and let our brothers know that they kings on earth. Right? Read on, king.
For thereby thou shalt inherit an ill name, shame, and reproach.
Read on.
Even so shall a sinner that have double tongue
Read on.
exalt not thyself in counsel of thy own heart,
Read.
that thy soul be not torn in pieces.
Now what?
That thy soul be not torn in pieces
Read.
as a bull straying alone.
What happens when you catch a cow? What happens when you catch a cow in the field at night when he's by himself and there's no fence around? Think of you have to have a farmer's mentality when you hear this verse. If you got your cattle out there, you got a cow, and there's no fence around him, and the cow is by himself, what do you think's bound to happen to the cow, kid? Are cows a fierce animal? Nah, brother. So what does that mean? If a cow is a prey, then what do you think is gonna happen, brother? He's gonna get destroyed by the predators. And the predators out of them wolves and coyotes, you understand, them other fierce animals that are out to destroy this cow. But if there's two cows, there's three cows. You got a cow and then you got a bull here and there. You understand? When there's more than 1, 2, 3 cows, they're better to fight off these predators, right, kid? It's the same with the Lord saying with you and your brothers, man. When you by yourself, you're gonna let these demons override and kill you, kid. You understand? But when you have your brothers around you, we here to lift you up.
Right.
Let me get one more precept and then we're gonna let this brother know how he's an Israelite, man.
Right.
Give me the book of Luke chapter 4 and verse number 13. You hold that. Luke chapter 4, verse 13.
Bring it out.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 14.
Bring it out.
Verse 13.
Bring it out.
And when the devil had ended all the temptation,
Read it again.
and when the devil had ended all the
You're
temptation,
being tempted by Satan right now. Satan's taking your family away.
Right.
He's tempting you to do things that is not of you. He's tempting you because you got your woman going off and then you might have wicked thoughts you don't want to do to your woman. Brother, we all been there, king.
Right.
There ain't nothing you going through that not one brother up here has not gone through. But read it from the top again.
and when the devil had ended,
Had what?
had
It
ended,
goes forever.
had ended,
Brother, them temptation is Satan. That means it's gonna stop at some point, king. Shit don't last forever, brother. Only thing that lasts forever is the Israelites, king.
Right.
Read on.
all the
All
temptation,
the what?
all the temptation,
What happened?
he departed.
He what?
He departed.
What did Satan do?
He departed
After, read on, finish that.
from him for a season.
For a what?
For a season.
So king, the devil's gonna depart from you. It ain't gonna be forever. You understand? Because we just said no, it's forever. But right now, you getting these words of life, king, and the devil is gonna depart from you for a season, king. Meaning you're gonna have time, brother, to get yourself back up. The Lord brought you around like-minded brothers to pick you up, to help you forget about Satan and these demons that are overriding you, king. You understand? So you have to keep that in the forefront of your mind and let it be known this shit ain't forever, king.
Right.
And right now, you got brothers around you who's willing to help you.
Right.
Work with you. Right? Let's show you how you a king on earth, man. Give me that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Bring it
So
out.
right now, king, have you heard about the Israelites enslaved in Egypt? Have you ever heard about the man Moses in the Bible? And he said, let my people Pharaoh, why would he have to say, let my people go? Were they free? If he said, let them go, there was some type of restraint on them, right? They was enslaved, okay? So the Israelites were enslaved in Egypt, and Moses said, let my people go. This is right when we got free from Egypt, right? Read that, King.
It's the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his
Do
commandments,
some of them.
to do all his commandments,
So we have to do all his commandments, read,
and his statutes,
right?
which I command thee this day,
Read on.
that all these curses,
All these what?
That all these
What's
curses,
losing your family members?
that all these
What's you
curses,
beefing with your woman?
that all these curses
Shall do what?
shall come upon thee,
Shall what?
shall come upon thee,
Do what?
and overtake thee.
What's happening to this brother right now, man?
and overtake
These
thee.
curses are overtaking you right now, brother. Why? Because our forefathers decided not to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. These are generational curses passed down. Just like the so-called white man got generational wealth and inheritance he passes down, the Lord gives his chosen people inheritance of curses passed down. We just read in Hebrews 12:6, the Lord punishes and chastises the ones he loves. Everyone ain't catching hell like you, brother. The white man out here saying he lost his home coach, long live Jay, long live Kai, my cousin, my Brody. You understand? But the so-called white man ain't beefing with this woman at home. That's Mr. Honey, I'm home. But you know who is catching hell? The so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American community.
Right.
You understand why? Because we didn't keep the commandments of God, brother.
Right.
Right.
Not everyone is catching hell, right? Quickly give me Amos 3 and 1. We're gonna go back to Deuteronomy. Hold that. You give me Amos. Amos 3 and 1. Amos 3 and 1.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Oh, who?
O children of Israel.
Everybody.
O children of Israel.
Read on.
Against the whole family,
Right?
which I brought from the land of Egypt,
Which I what?
which I brought out the land of Egypt,
Read on. Listen to this.
saying,
What the Lord say?
saying, you only have I known.
Read it again.
You only have I
The
known.
Lord knows everybody.
You only have I known.
Read.
From all the families of the earth.
The Lord.
That,
Alright, read on.
therefore, I will punish you.
I will do what?
I will punish
What did
you.
the Lord say?
I will punish you
For what?
for all your iniquities.
The Lord saying, you only have I known out of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all of your iniquities. All these other nations, they getting punished because the Lord don't love them.
Right.
The Lord don't know them.
Right.
The Lord don't give a damn about them. You know who he gives a damn about? You. What's your name, brother? Name, nickname, whatever you want me to call you, brother.
I got it.
What's your nickname, brother? You don't gotta give us your
My
government.
nickname, Bubs.
Bubs?
Bubs.
Can we call you that? Bubs?
I prefer to be Bubs.
Bubs?
Yeah,
Alright,
call me
Bubs.
Bubba. Bubs.
Alright, so Bubs, hear this, King. The Lord says he only knows you, Bubs. And he's
Right.
punishing you, Bubs,
Right.
because he don't give a damn about these other nations.
Right.
You feel me? Let's read on. So we gotta read some of these curses and see how these curses apply, right? Let's
The
read
book
that.
of Deuteronomy 28 and 16.
Get out.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Read it again.
Cursed shall thou be in the
It
city.
says, curse Shalom, King. Good seeing you again. It says, curse shall thou be in the city. Now, when you look at all the major cities in America, LA, Chicago, Compton, Detroit, Atlanta, Miami, Providence, Boston, who lives in the lowest state of condition in all these major cities, King? Us, right?
Right.
It ain't the so-called white men in the suburbs who's living in the suburbs and the penthouses. It's the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who live in the hood, slums, and ghettos.
Right.
You understand? It says, curse shall thou be the city, and read.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And what?
And cursed shall thou be in the
What
field.
is slavery?
And cursed shall thou be in the
It
field.
says, and cursed shall thou be in the field, King. You understand? Who was cursed in the slave ship could be cotton, sugarcane, and tobacco? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives, King. There wasn't no other nation. The white man didn't go through slavery. He was doing the enslavement. You understand? The Chinese man didn't go through slavery. He was doing the enslavement, brother. You understand? They wasn't getting their backs from who we were, King. It says, cursed shall thou be in the field. In modern day terminology, we got the worst jobs in the field, King. Janitors, plumbers, mechanics, engineers. We say all these low-level class jobs, fast food workers, man, Walmart. Right? We got the shitty end of the stick in all aspects, King.
Right.
You understand? What do you want? What do you got to do to stop
Get back
losing?
up.
Get back up.
Get back up.
How do you get back up? Why we cursed in the first place? For not doing what? Keeping the what? Commandments, King. Rules that our Father gave us.
I got so much.
It's alright, King. We understand. We get on with you, brother. Good, brother. Don't stress it.
I'm ready, like, I haven't sleep, I haven't eaten. I'm like, I'm
Yo, you got a sandwich?
I just passed all
I
over.
can't see this shit right now.
I just had food too. I just passed out.
I only came down here
down there.
because I had to handle something.
Hey, King, check this out. We about to
Just listening to y'all.
Hey, King, we about to give you a sandwich right now. You about to eat right now.
Nah, I'm good. I can eat. I can eat when I get home.
I know you can, brother.
I got my kids. They were waiting for me at home.
They're waiting for you right now?
Yeah, that's what.
Alright, King, even if you don't, brother, at least take it for your kids, then do something.
Take water.
Alright, get a water, son. Come on. Alright, so check this out. We're about to break it down. What's going on, King? God, I'll deal with him. Right? So check this out, King. 355. Bring it up, King.
So that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children.
56.
The tender and delicate woman among you,
So you have a woman, right? So she's been giving you hell, right, King? She's been giving you hell, right, King? Your woman? Listen to another curse in the Bible. Read that, King.
the tender and delicate woman among you,
So the woman, your wife, is supposed to be tender among you. She's supposed to be soft and loving towards her husband. She's not supposed to give him hell or cause him any problem. So the tender and delicate woman amongst you, right? Read.
which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom.
Read that again.
Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her
What's
bosom.
going on with this brother right now?
Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her
Right
bosom.
now, brother, you can't help because your wife's eye is evil towards you. You understand? These are curses that our people suffer to this day. And if you mess up in any way, shape, or form, it's a possibility your woman might even try and put you on child support.
That's
Might try and lock-
that's pretty much what it is.
You see what?
Right now, like,
That's through the spirit, King. I didn't know
but
that.
it's yeah, because I messed up.
Yeah.
messed up,
Don't
yeah.
even put all your business out there, brother.
I know.
But nevertheless, you understand?
But
We
it's
know-
like it's looking like that. She's saying like, leave me and
you see what I'm saying? I didn't even know that,
take
King.
me away from my kids and like make it look like I left my kids. Like
Read that,
she
King.
evil.
Read that, King.
'Cause I
Listen
broke her
to
heart,
this.
so she's evil.
And
Yeah.
toward her son, and toward her daughter.
Told her what?
And towards her son, and towards her
What is a
daughter,
woman trying to take away the kids from the father?
and
Toward her son, and toward her daughter.
A woman's eye is evil towards her kids as well. She's trying to have her kids grow up without a father, man. This are these curses we go through, brother. You understand, King? That's cat. Hey, brother, you're not the only one up here who goes through hell like that, King. I'm telling you, this is straight out the Bible, brother. And this only pertains to one group of people. Read that from the top for this brother, King. 56.
The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her feet upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her
So
bosom,
her eyes gonna be evil towards her husband,
and toward her son,
and towards her who?
and toward her son,
And towards her son,
and toward her
toward
daughter.
her daughter. Let's sit on that. You understand? So these are curses we read. That's a curse you going through that, brother. That's a curse if she tries to put you on child support, King. That's a curse you try to make it sluggy. That's a curse if she tries to make it to where she try to make it to where you can't see your kids, brother. You understand? And why are we going through this, brother? Once again, why we catching hell? What do you have to do to avoid these things? It's alright, King. It's alright. All right, listen to this, brother. We're about to read it to you.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently
So if you listen closely,
unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
right?
to observe to do all his commandments,
To do what?
to observe to do all his
How do you
commandments,
avoid these curses?
to observe to do all his commandments,
So how do you avoid what you're going through? To do what? do what? Good, brother.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
To do what?
All his commandments.
You have to do all his commandments. That's how you avoid it, King. Believe it or not. Is it gonna happen overnight? No, brother. And neither is you keeping the commandments. But nevertheless, King, that's the head start, brother. The reason why people are going through hell is because the what they place the system upon us to catch this hell, brother. And they try to make it to where they separate us from the Most High God. But nevertheless, that's what's keeping us intact in the first place. You're saying Christ is our foundation. And without that foundation, if you don't have a foundation, what's going to happen, brother? It's going to break apart. If a house don't got a foundation, it's going to fall the first storm that happens. And that's what's happening to your household, King. But the way to get that joint back intact is you got to show your wife a different man, and you a God-fearing man. And you got to pray to the Lord about it, King. You understand? Go to verse 68. Let's get the cherry on top.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Now, King, remember what was we doing in Egypt? Why did Moses say, let my people go? He was what? He was what? What's this? He was enslaved, right? So he was enslaved in Egypt, and the Lord said, let my people go, right? So it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Now, Egypt, in this context, can get Exodus 20. Give me Exodus 22. Exodus 22. No, give me actually 2nd Ezra 27. Switch it up. Right, because we gotta show you the definition of Egypt according to God. But I ain't gonna hold you much longer. I know you're famous late, but I got you. Right, so 2nd Ezra verse 7. Okay.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 1, verse 7.
You know.
Am not I even he that brought them out of the land of Egypt?
Where?
Out of the land of Egypt?
Read.
From the house of bondage?
From what?
From the house of bondage?
Slavery.
From the house of bondage?
So the Lord saying, is it not even I that brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage? So what is Egypt? The house of what? The house of bondage.
Right.
Bondage is another terminology for slavery. Right? So it says out of the house of slavery. So read that from the top, King.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. What is the Lord saying? And the Lord shall bring thee into what again? What is Egypt? We're going to read it for you one more time. All right, Mighty King. Brother, you good. Don't feel nothing, brother. We're going to read it for you again, Mighty King. Bring it up.
Am not I even he that brought them out of the land of Egypt?
Read on.
From the house of bondage?
From what?
From the house
the hell in?
of bondage?
One more time.
From the house of bondage?
What's Egypt mean? The house of what? Bondage.
Right.
What's another word for bondage? Slavery. So if it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again, and Egypt means the house of bondage, and another word for bondage is slavery, the Lord said he's going to bring us back into what again? He's bringing us back into Egypt. Meaning what? Back into bondage, King. Exactly. So he's going to bring us back into slavery. Now, how did your ancestors get to the land of America, King? You were so-called African American. How did the so-called African Americans get to America? What source of transportation? Did we swim over water? Did we fly on a plane in the 1600s? Were they even planes? Did we run on the water or walk on water like Jesus? So how did we get here, brother?
Boat.
By what?
Boat.
By a boat, right? Right. Read that from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
One more time.
With ships.
This was prophesied 4,000 years ago. That if the children of Israel weren't obedient to their father would send them and give them a punishment, which would be to go into slavery via slave ship. Following me, kid? Now, Bible aside, did that not happen in history, kid? Slavery happened, right? What do you see right now? What is that? What is this? It's a slave ship, King. This really happened. These are all real pictures, King, right?
Come on,
So it says, "And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships." Now, how many people went into slavery on a slave ship? The African Americans did, right? The so-called Hispanics did as well, right? And so did the Native Americans. They were slaughtered. But what about the so-called Caucasian? Did he go into slavery or did he do the enslavement? The Chinese never went on a slave ship. You can't show me that in history. What about an African? Africans did it. They sold this to the white man, believe it or not. That's how the white people was able to even come to Africa and get us. Because the Africans sold us. We're different from them. They come from Ham and we come from Shem, but that's for another day. The point of the matter is we're different people. You understand? So it says, "And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships." Read on. Read on, King. Read on, King.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships,
Right?
by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt not see it no more again.
Meaning we're never going to see our homeland again, King, which is Israel. Read on.
And there ye shall be sold.
Hey, what?
And there ye shall be sold.
We're not sold, brother. What it read this? What does it say? Public what? Public what? Nah, read it again. Public sale of slaves. Were we not sold, brother? Like this Bible is saying? Read that again. Read it again.
And there ye shall be sold.
Go ahead. You can finish reading. Go ahead. This is real life, King. This is a real image, brother. This is a real image from the 1800s at an auction block, King. You understand? It says in there what?
And there ye shall be sold.
Unto who?
Unto your enemies.
Unto your friends.
Unto your enemies.
Unto your brothers.
Unto your enemies.
For what?
For bondmen and bondwomen.
For slave men and slave women, King.
Right.
And who sold us? What nation of people bought us off them auction blocks? The who? Say it again louder. Who? The Caucasians, man.
Right.
That's right.
And we reading it straight out the Bible that this would happen to the God's chosen people, man.
Right.
You understand? So we were sold, brother, and that's how we know we're the Israelites of the Bible. Because
Right.
we're the only ones who fit these curses, brother. These curses are an identifier to identify who God's chosen people are. And the so-called white man don't fit none of these curses. The Chinese man don't fit none of these curses. You understand? The East Indian man don't fit none of these curses. What you have to do, brother,
That's right.
to get out of these curses, what do you have to do? You are now. You got it, King. Say it. Keep what? Keep what?
That's right.
That's right.
Right.
We have to keep the commandments, King. Right. So now what we gotta do, brother, is I'm not gonna hold you long. I'm gonna show you 3 quick commandments, and we're gonna let you go, brother, to your family. And most high, when you can present this knowledge to your family, we're gonna pray on it for you, brother. We're gonna pray for you. It's Bubs, right? We're gonna pray for you, Bubs. You understand? And you need to pray as well. And when most high willing, the Lord gets your house in order, all right?
Right.
Let's show this brother some commandments to get his house back intact, man.
Done.
Right? Give me Exodus 28, man. Give me Leviticus 19:17. Let's start off with Leviticus.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
Read it again.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
So we can't hate our brothers, man. Right? And you are brother, King. And we don't hate you. Right? Believe it or not, us letting you know you an Israelite, us giving you your heritage back and showing you to keep the commandments so you can be in a better situation is the first form of love. Alright. Read it from the top.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
Read on.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy brother.
Right? So we have to rebuke our neighbor, King. You understand? We have to rebuke, which means righteous correction. And we're correcting and showing you how to go about situations, how to live a better life, and so you're not catching hell in your house, okay? And catching hell from the Lord to overturn these curses, brother. Right? So that's what rebuke is, to show you the correct way. Read verse 18. Actually, you go over it, right? Bring it up. So this is this, King. So that's one. So this is one commandment alone, King. To not hate thy brother. That's the first commandment that showed you. You can't hate your brother but love him. And how do you love your brother? What do you gotta do? It's brother somebody. You gotta show him who he is and teach him God's laws. Okay? The commandments, okay? Show your brother the commandments. That's the purest form of love. So you can't hate your brother. How do you not hate your brother? Show him the commandments.
Right.
Let's show you the second commandment, and then we're gonna give you the third. Alright, King? Let's get it.
This is the book of Exodus 20:8. Remember the Sabbath day.
Do what?
Remember the Sabbath day.
Today?
Remember the Sabbath day.
What do we have to do?
To keep it
To
holy.
do what?
To keep it holy.
Remember the Lord called you holy, brother? What does holy mean? If you holy and everybody else ain't, what does that mean? Here's you and here's everybody else. You holy, what does that mean? If you here and there over there. What does that mean, King, when you holy? It means you set apart, brother. But you set apart from everyone else. So since the Sabbath day is set apart from every other day of the week. You understand? So today is the Sabbath day. We have to keep it holy. How do we keep it holy? Read on. Read on. Don't
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So it says 6 days shall thou labor. We got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Right? Read on.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord.
But the what?
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord.
So once that sun goes down on Friday, the Sabbath begins. Right? Because when the sun is up, that's the daytime. Once the sun is gone, it's nighttime. There's no such thing as midnight. You understand? That's not a new day. How is it a new day in the middle of the night? It makes no sense, okay? It don't make sense. You gotta listen to what the Bible says and not what man says. So it says 6 days you have to labor, but the seventh day you have to keep holy. Read on.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
Read it again.
In it thou shalt do any work.
So you can't work. You can't go to your job from after the sun goes down on Friday and work today. Not if they say, I'm going to pay you an extra 20 an hour. Not if I'm going to give you a bonus salary. Right? Because when you do that, what do? Breaking what? God's what? It starts with peace. What? Exactly. Right. You do that, you break God's commandments. And when you break God's commandments, what happens to the children of Israel? All these what overtakes them? Do we get blessed? What do we get? We get what?
All these curses.
Curses, baby.
Right.
So we have to keep the Sabbath so we don't get what?
Right.
We have to. We can't hate our brother and show him the commandments so we don't get what?
Yes.
Right.
Right.
Brother. Right. Read on. So you can't work, but not only you. Read on.
Thou nor thy son,
Nor thy what?
Nor thy son.
Read on.
nor thy daughter,
Nor thy daughter.
Take over.
thy manservant,
Nor thy manservant.
nor thy
Nor thy
maidservant,
maidservant.
nor thy cattle,
Nor thy cattle.
nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Right, and then back then, we got servants and we got maids today, right? We got women who maid and they get paid to clean rich people. We had servants back then, so we had maids back then. So even your maids and servants couldn't even work that day. Right? We all had to keep it. You understand, brother? So we can't work and we can't buy or sell. You understand? So you can't work, buy, or sell. You can't or cook either. Right? You have to prepare your food the day before, brother. Right? So like today, we eat sandwiches today, brother. Right? Sandwiches, we got cereal, we got snacks, chips. Say it again.
We got
Tuna macaroni salad, brother. You can get nice with this thing, man. Right? There's just one day you can cook right before the sun goes down. You can eat a meal Friday night. But today, you just kick it. And when the sun goes down tonight, you can cook your meal again, brother. You can go 12 hours without cooking, brother. 24 hours without cooking, kid. Right? Let's get Leviticus. Let's get Leviticus and Numbers, and we're gonna let this brother go. Give me 11 and 45. Give me number 15 and 38. We're gonna give you these final 2 minutes. Can we let you go? All right, brother?
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse number 45.
Get out.
For I am the Lord that bringeth you out of the land of Egypt,
Right?
to be your God,
Be everybody's God.
to be your
Be
God,
the white man's God.
to be your God.
Read.
Ye shall therefore Be holy.
Be what?
Be holy.
What is set apart?
Be holy.
Read.
For I am holy.
Read on.
This is the law of the beast.
This is the what?
This is the law of the beast.
This is the law of the beast. Read.
And of the fowl.
And of the fowl.
And of every living creature
Every living creature.
that moveth in the waters.
Right?
And every creature that creepeth upon the earth.
Right? Read on.
To make a difference.
To make a what?
To make a
Read
difference.
it again.
To make a difference.
Between what?
Between the clean.
Between the what?
Between the clean
And the what?
And the unclean.
And the what?
and the unclean.
So the Lord is, we're about to read a law where the Lord made a difference between clean animals and unclean animals, okay? So let me ask you something. Do you eat swine, brother? Do you eat pork? Shrimp, crab, lobster? You eat calamari? Let's read the Bible. Let's see how the Lord feels about these things.
Bring it out.
Because this is another reason why you catch in hell, brother. But what happens if you break God's commandments? What's going to happen? All these what's going to overtake you? All these what? All these curses, brother. So when you break, so what happens when you break the Sabbath? You're going to be what? You just said it, King. Cursed. If you hate your brother in your heart, what's going to happen? You're going to be cursed. Let's read this. Read 11 and 7.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7.
Bring it out.
And the swine.
And the what?
And the
What
swine.
is pork?
And the swine.
Read.
Though he divided his hoof
Right.
and his cloven for that,
Right.
yet he cheweth not the cud.
Read.
He is unclean to you.
He is what?
He is unclean to you.
What is the pork?
He is unclean to you.
Pork is unclean, brother.
Right.
You can't be eating that abominable ass food, King.
Right.
Say you better than how you holy and you a God on earth, but you eating the bottom feeder, King. Did you know a pig is just a living trash disposal? That's all it is, King. They got no sweat glands. You know what I'm saying? They don't sweat. It keeps all the remaining toxins within itself. And every 1/4 of an inch of meat within the pork, listen, it has over 100 tapeworms in it, King. Every 1/4 of an inch within a pig, it has over 100 tapeworms in it, King. They're microscopic magnets. So when you eating this pork, brother, that's what you eating. You know what you eat, right? And if the pig don't sweat, all the parasites that grow within the pig, they now within you, King. So you can't be eating that, brother. Read on.
Of their flesh ye not eat. And their carcass.
And their what?
And their
What is
carcass.
the pig's body?
And their carcass.
What else can we do?
Shall ye not touch.
Shall ye what?
Shall ye not
You
touch.
can't even touch the pig. The Lord said, you know how dirty this animal is? I made it to clean the earth. And you eating it and touching it, you eating trash right now? And you supposed to be a holy people? Why you think our people got gout? Why you think our people got all these major diseases? You understand diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and all these other different major diseases that we catch. Because we eating all these unclean animals. You can see the so-called white man when you do, but nevertheless, he's not the one suffering and going through these curses. We are, brother, because the Lord don't love him. That's why he's not getting chastised, but he loves you, King. He said you can't eat it. Read the next verse.
That are unclean to you.
Right?
These shall ye eat all other in the waters.
This is everything you can eat that grows within water. I can read.
Whatsoever has fins and
Read
scales.
it again.
Whatsoever has fins and
Read
scales.
it again.
Whatsoever has fins and scales.
What in the water, brother, has fins and scales? Fish, right? What else? Sharks got fins, but they got scales? They got scales. What got both? He says they have to have both. What other animal in the water got both? know why you're thinking hard? Because there's nothing else in the water that does, bro.
Right.
That's why you're thinking hard, because you can't think it. Because there ain't nothing else. Only fish we can eat that comes from the water, kid. So that shrimp, that crab, that lobster, that calamari, you don't think we used to eat them things?
Right.
You don't think we used to think them things was delicacies? I'm out eating lobster with my boys. Nice lobster, dip it in the butter with the hot sauce. We thought that was a delicacy too, kid. But they was feeding us those during the slaves because they knew there was bottom feeders. They cleaned the bottom of the ocean. Right? When there's a fish tank with algae in it, you understand? And you put shrimp, crab, lobsters, and snails in it, what the hell you think's gonna happen to the tank? They're gonna make it clean, brother. You don't need a filter. You don't need a magnet to clean because you got the bottom feeders doing it for you. So you eating those things, calling them delicacies, when the Lord's calling them sea roaches, brother.
Right.
You see what I'm saying, King? So we can't be eating those, brother. So, what was the first commandment I gave you, King? What was the first commandment I gave you? What can't we do? You can't hate our brother, right? And how do you not hate your brother? By doing what? Teach him what?
That's right.
What's the second commandment we gave you, King? What's today? The Sabbath.
Right.
And what can't you do on the Sabbath? You can't do what on the Sabbath, King? You got 6 days to do what? What happens if your boss calls you in on the Sabbath? What happens if your boss calls you in on the Sabbath? I'm paying you
Pretty
extra.
much,
I'm paying you an extra $20 to come in today and work. Come work this shift. You gonna go in? Work that shift on the Sabbath day? Why not? What can we do? You can't work, King.
Buy or sell, King.
You can't work.
Buy or sell.
Buy.
You can't buy or sell.
You can't buy or sell.
Or work.
Or work.
And what do you have to do before the sun goes down as well? Prepare your food. All praises. You can't cook on a Sabbath day.
Praises.
Right? So you can't cook, buy, sell, or work. So you can't hate your brother. You can't break the Sabbath. What can't you eat according to the Bible? What's the bottom feeder on land?
That's the fact.
What is the garbage disposal on earth right now? The what? Can we eat
That's
swine?
right.
Can we eat that? What about in the waters? What are we allowed to eat in the ocean? What about crab? What if I want a crab? What if I want a shrimp cocktail? What if I want a lobster tail? What about clams?
Right.
I understand that.
Sea roaches, exactly. King.
Right.
And what does the Lord call them? What does the Lord feel about it? We can eat them. You can't eat them, right? So those are 3 commandments, right? Let's give you the last one.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38.
I believe I can
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Do what?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Right?
And bid them that they make fringes in the borders of their garments.
And bid them that they do what?
And bid them that they make fringes on the border of their garments.
Read. So you
Throughout their generation.
throughout what?
Throughout their generations.
That means forever, King. Now, what do you see in common that every brother up here got? Look around, King. Just look around, King. What does every brother in common got up here, King? What is one thing that every brother has? And it's the same thing. Not identical, but it's the same thing. Brother's gonna give you the fringes, man. Right? So read it from the top to the English. You can hear the commandment. Right? Read it again. Hear this out, kid.
Speak.
We're gonna help you throw that out. Listen to
Speak unto the
That's the last
children of
commandment,
Israel,
right?
and bid them that they make fringes,
That they make what?
them fringes,
What is that?
That
that
they make
them
fringes.
Read.
in the borders of their garments
Read on.
throughout their generation.
No, just for a day.
Throughout their
So
generation.
this Bible's 1,000 years old.
Throughout their generation.
This means forever, King. We have to wear these things and do these things. Because we don't want these curses to happen to us, brother. The more commandments we follow, the more the Lord is going to bless us.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
And what?
A ribbon of blue.
We always said you can have any color you want.
That's where I got
But the
a lot of
only thing that gotta be the same is this blue, King. It's like yours. You see how yours got the blue on it? So it could be any color, but it's a specific reason. You know why? Because blue represents royalty in the Bible. That's a king's color. The Lord deals with the color blue. That's a king's color, brother. Right? And royalty wear blue. So we have the blue, right? Read on. We have to see. So it's a commandment to wear it. But why do we gotta wear this thing?
And it shall be unto you for a fringe,
Right?
that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments.
Do what?
And remember all the
Why do
commandments.
we wear fringes?
And remember all the commandments.
So we wear these things because if I'm about to eat that pork, King, right, you use your hands. I'm about to eat that and, oh, what else do I see when I look down? My fringes. And what do the fringes remind you to do? Do what? All the what? All the commandments. So if I'm about to break some commandments and I look down and see my fringes, oh, I can't do that. I'm an Israelite. Right? I gotta keep God's commandments so I don't get cursed. So my woman stops handle my ass. So I can have my kids. What is it? So I can be alive and I don't feel like I'm next. You see what I'm saying? So I can make it and get everlasting life, King. You see? So that's why we wear these fringes, brother. Right? So first and foremost, what was the first commandment we gave? Don't hate your brother. How do you not hate your brother? By doing what? Show him the commandments. What's the second commandment you showed him? What's today? The Sabbath day. What are the three things you can't do? You can't work, buy, or sell. And what do you have to do? What food?
It's in the waters.
The Sabbath day, what else can't you do? So you can't work, buy or sell. You can't what? So if you can't cook, what do you have to do before the sun goes down on Friday? You have to do what? You have to prepare your food, King. All praises. You understand? We're good. All right, now the next commandment. What can we not eat? What can we eat, King? Pig. And what in the waters can we eat? Yeah, what can we eat in the water? About the crab. You're doing what? You're breaking the commandments, King. And what happens when you break the commandments? You get what? You get cursed, King. So you can't hate your brother. You gotta keep the Sabbath. You can't eat swine. You can eat fish. And what was the last commandment we just gave you? What do you have to do? Put your hand. Right? What are those called? Right. Fringes. Now why do we wear the fringes to do what? To keep all the commandments, to remember the commandments. Right? All praise to the Most High. The final question of the day. What's your nationality according to the Bible? What does God call you? Does he call you African American? What does he call you, King? Give me 1 John 1:47. Huh? You are King. I'm going to show you your nationality, your race, according to the Bible. Right? On what?
Right.
That's right. Yes, man. Right. Let's bring it out anyway. John 1:47. Whoever got it. John 1. Just John. John chapter 1 verse 37.
The book of John, chapter 1,
Brothers chime in.
verse 47.
Bring it out.
Yahushua saw Nathanael coming to him and saith of him,
What did Christ say?
Behold, an Israelite indeed.
What is this, brother?
Behold, an Israelite indeed.
African American?
Behold, an Israelite indeed.
See that, King? You an Israelite, brother.
Right,
Chiefly from the tribe of Judah, man.
right.
If you were so-called brother. If you were so-called African American, man, you from the tribe of Judah. Give me Hebrews 7:14. You understand? So you an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. There's 12 tribes in Israel, brother. And to walk through one of them heaven gates, you gotta know which tribe you come from.
Right.
There ain't no tribe for the so-called African. I mean, there ain't no gate that's African American. You say white, you know what it do say? Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Naphtali, Ephraim, Zebulun, Issachar. They say all these tribes, brother, on them gates for only the Israelites to walk through. You understand? Give me Hebrews 7:14.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 7, verse 14.
You know who else comes from the tribe of Judah, King? I'm about to show you.
For it is evident.
For it is what?
For it is evident.
Read it again.
For it is evident.
Read on.
That our Lord.
That our who?
That our Lord.
Who was Christ?
That our Lord.
Did what?
Sprang out of Judah.
Did what?
Sprang out of Judah.
What tribe does Jesus Christ come from?
Sprang out of Judah.
Come from the same tribe as your Lord and Savior, King.
Right.
How do you feel about that? You found out you're an Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah, where your Lord and Savior comes from. You found out your true nationality. You found out how to overcome these curses, brother. You understand? How do you feel about that?
Sorry, man. Can I just go real quick and see?
Go ahead, take that call real quick, King.
Hello? What's going on? What? I know, I see it. Listen, I'll be there soon. What? Nah, take him with you. Take him with you. Alright.
We'll help you overcome that, King. That's that curse, brother.
Get out of here, but she's talking about leaving my son by himself.
She's a white woman, if you don't mind me asking, King.
She is a white woman, King.
Yeah, she is a white woman.
Listen to this. Give me Sirach 6 and 13. Give me Sirach 12 and 10. We're gonna give you the last two verses and let you go, King. That's why all hell is breaking loose, man. You see that? Listen to this, brother. Sirach 12 and 10. Give me Sirach 6 and 13. Sean, for one reason for you, just one. First Ezra chapter 4 and verse 26. See how it's up.
I can't see my back.
Listen to this, King. Listen, King. I want you to hear this, alright? Listen to this, brother. Because who do we read was your enemy out of the Bible? What nation of people, King? Say it, brother. The who?
The Caucasian.
The Caucasians, brother, and that the Lord never changes. Listen to what the Lord says, King. We love you, brother. Listen to this, brother. Chime in for this, brother, man. Give me 6 and 13 first.
Ecclesiasticus,
Come on.
chapter 12, verse 10.
Bring it out. Hold that. That's what you said, right? That's Ecclesiasticus. No, you got it.
This is the book of
Listen to this,
Ecclesiasticus,
brother.
chapter 6, verse 13.
Bring it out.
Separate thyself from thine enemies.
Read it again.
Separate thyself from thine enemies.
What the Most High God say?
Separate thyself from thine enemies.
Read on.
And take heed.
And do what?
And take heed.
Read it again.
And take heed.
Read on.
Of thy friends.
Of who?
Of thy friends.
Who are we to this, brother?
Of thy friends.
You gotta take heed to us and the Most High God.
Right, brother.
The Lord's telling you to separate from your enemy, King.
Right.
Nevertheless, you had children with this woman, but the Lord brought you into this understanding for a reason, King.
Right.
That woman ain't doing nothing but putting you through hell, and the next step is she's gonna get you locked up, dead, or in jail, brother.
Right.
Right.
I told her, I said, listen, I have a feeling like they're trying to get me lined up. They're trying to either get me locked up,
Right.
or like, you know what I mean?
Brother.
Something to where like I'm gonna be gone. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and she's like, what? She's like, pretty much saying like, you did it to yourself.
Hey, to hell with her, man.
Hey, she said you broke your heart.
I broke her heart.
I was gonna-
So it's like, this would be,
Listen to this. In the beginning, you was lovey-dovey.
yeah.
Y'all was good. All right, listen to this. Bring that out.
We've been together for 15
The book
years.
15 years?
Ecclesiasticus.
It wasn't like that 15 years ago, right? Check this out. Read that.
The book of Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10.
That out.
Never trust thine enemy.
Read it again.
Never trust thy
Read
enemy.
it again.
Never trust thy enemy.
Behind you, King. Read on.
For like an iron rusted,
Hold on, listen, King. Don't
So
pay
is
no
his wickedness.
King, don't pay his ass no mind. His ass is a scoffer. Read on.
for like an as iron rusted,
So as iron rusted,
so is his wickedness.
so is what?
So is his wickedness.
What is his wife?
So is his wickedness.
Right, brothers, I don't care about him. I'm not focused on him. Read that again from the top.
Never trust thine enemy.
Read.
For like an as iron rusted,
As iron
so
rusted.
is his wickedness.
What is his wife?
So is his wickedness.
What was 15 years ago versus now?
So is his wickedness.
So from then up until now, over time, her wickedness starts to show. When you first get that iron, brother, it's nice, it's shiny. You might forget it in the rain once. It might get wet. It might be all good. You leave it in the rain day 2. You might see a little stain at the top here and there. Day 3, 4, 5, it starts getting rusty.
Right.
Just like a so-called Caucasian's wickedness.
Right.
They play the front. They have a facade at the beginning, and over time they start giving a damn, brother.
Right.
Why? Because they have a perpetual hatred against the Israelites, King.
Right.
Just because you lay down with her don't mean she love you, brother.
Right.
And it's the damn truth. And if she's causing you hell, the Lord said to separate. You might have kids with this woman, King, but hey, brother, you could have more kids, King.
Right.
Right.
That's not me saying forget your children, because you should never forget your children. But you do what you got to do to the best of your ability as a father. But that doesn't mean kill yourself over your damn enemy, brother.
Right.
Right.
Bring that precept out, Yashar. First Ezra 4 and 26. Last precept, and I'm gonna let you go, King.
This is the book
Last
of
one,
First
I'm gonna let you go.
Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 26.
Bring it out.
Yeah. Many there be
Face him, King.
Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women
Right?
and become servants.
And become what?
And become
And
servants.
you don't want to become a servant to your woman, King. You don't want to become a servant to your woman, King. You understand? Read on.
For their sakes,
Read on.
many also have perished.
Many also have what?
Many also have perished.
Slack Kings. Come on, brothers. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen to this brother if he stays with this woman?
Many also have perished.
Read on.
Have erred
Have what?
Have erred.
Read.
and sinned.
And what?
And
sinned.
Brother, this woman's causing you to sin, King. Why the hell you think you cursed right now? Because you with a damn so-called white woman, brother.
Right.
Causing you to sin. Causing you to go off, brother. Brother, I don't care, but it is funny because you need to get the hell away from there.
Yeah, that's not.
Right, read on, King.
That's funny, my brother.
And sinned for women.
And what?
And sinned for women.
So, brother, sin for woman. Jump to verse 30.
Verse 30. And taking the crown from the
Start at
king.
29.
Verse 29. Yet did I see him and obtain that king's concubine, the daughter of admirable Bardicus, sitting at the right hand of the king.
Sitting at what?
Sitting at the right hand of the
So
king.
you got this Caucasian woman, she's sitting at your right hand right now, brother. Don't answer that woman, man.
No, I'm not.
Right.
I'm
You,
not.
you about to get up out of here right now. Forget that woman, man. Right. Right. So she's sitting at your right hand right now. Read on.
And taking the crown from the king's head.
And doing what?
And taking the crown of the king's head.
What is this king's wife trying to do to him?
And taking the crown from the king's head.
Right now, this woman's trying to take your crown from you, brother. You royalty. Right. You a king, and she's trying to remove that crown from you and put it on herself. Come the fuck home now. Oh, I upset the kids that king. Who is she, brother, to tell a mighty king what to do, man?
Right.
Who is she to take a crown off the king's head, man?
Right.
You know what happened when someone tried to take the crown off King David's head, man? They got killed, man.
Right.
They got dealt with by the Lord.
That's
By
right.
Shai, man.
Right.
So she keeps playing with you, brother. The Lord's gonna get up with her, man.
Right.
That's right. Read on, King.
She also struck the king with her left hand.
She also did what?
She also struck the king with her left hand.
And that's spiritual, because what I'm saying, righteousness is on the right hand, and wickedness is on the left, brother. Right. And she struck the king with her left hand, brother. And that woman is striking you over and over and over again with her left hand, brother. Trying to take you off your element, trying to take your kids away from you, trying to tell you what the hell to do. In reality, you the king on earth, man. Right. You the prize, man.
Right.
You understand? You worth more than fine gold, king.
Right.
You understand? Hey, the prophecy says, hey, you can get rid of that woman because in these last days, 7 women's gonna take hold of one man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't need that damn white woman.
Right.
Bro. You got Israelite queens waiting for you.
Right.
You got daughters of Zion's waiting for you, man. for Israelite King to see. They're looking to have a kid by Israel. So stop stressing, brother. You understand? We're gonna pray for you. You understand? We're gonna throw some fast for you, Bubs. You understand? And we want you to come here next Saturday. Right. Get up with us, King.
Right.
You understand, brother?
Definitely.
What's your number? But take my number down, man. You understand? And I know the brother got a mighty precept. Bring that out.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 3.
Bring it out.
Add to the brother's point.
Bring it out, King.
Give not thy strength unto woman.
Read it again.
Give not thy strength unto woman.
What is this brother not supposed to do?
Give not thy strength unto woman.
Read on.
Nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Read it again.
Nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
One more time.
Nor thy ways to that which destroyeth
And
kings.
the longer you stay with her, brother, you're gonna get destroyed, King. I'm telling you that right now, brother. I ain't saying you gotta leave until they say fuck you, I'm out. But brother, you gotta separate, brother. Over time, you gotta realize, yo, this ain't for me. I'm in a toxic relationship, and you only get. Last precept. Give me 2 Samuel 3:1.
Bring it up.
2 Samuel 3:1. My name is Shy, King. Shy, you can save it. Last precept, and I'm gonna let you go. Because there's only two things that's gonna happen, brother, if you stay with this woman.
Right.
The book of 2 Samuel.
Try, brothers, chime in.
It's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 3, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Now there was a long war between the house of Saul and the house of David.
So through the spirit, the house of Saul is the wicked, and the house of David is the righteous.
Right.
There's been a long war. You've been at war for 15 years with this woman, brother. Let's see what is the dilemma. What is the outcome if you stay with this woman? There's only two options. Bring it out, King.
But David waxed stronger and stronger.
Read it again.
But David waxed stronger and stronger.
One more time.
But David waxed stronger and stronger.
Read on.
And the house of Saul waxed weaker and weaker.
Read it again.
And the house of Saul waxed weaker and weaker.
Brother, you got two options. If you stay with this woman, you're gonna wax weaker and weaker, King. If you get rid of this woman and deal and you get with the Lord, you're gonna wax stronger and stronger. Right, brother. We all got our wives in order. Look at them over there, brother. You see, our wives are in order, brother. Dresses, they fear and respect the Lord, and that causes us to be loving towards our wives, King. Because all we want is to respect us and respect the Most High God. If you keep these commandments, everything's gonna be in order. Why? Because the Lord is that foundation, brother. And without that, you shall not prosper. Especially if you were a so-called white man, brother. You understand? So before you go, what's your nationality, King? That's your tribe. It starts with an I. You an Israelite.
That's right.
What tribe? Judah, King.
Right.
All praise. And I'm gonna have you do one more thing before you leave. Take your hat off, because I'm gonna show you the Lord's real name. Right? So, the Most High God's name is Yahweh in the Paleo Hebrew. It's Yahweh. Can you say that for us?
Yahweh.
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 Say it louder, brother. Yahweh.
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 His son's name is Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai. See that, King? You see how it just rolls smooth
Right.
off your tongue, brother? You speaking ancient Paleo Hebrew that was invented 4,000 years ago right now.
Done.
That's what you were speaking before the so-called white woman you with. Oppressors gave you this language.
Right.
Right? But God's name is Yahweh, King. Right? And his son's name is Yahweh Shai, brother. You understand, King? Give me Psalms, last precept, Proverbs 30 and 4, and we're going to let this brother go. Proverbs 30 and 4.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 4.
Bring it out.
Oh, that hit me.
Who hath ascended up into heaven
Who had
or
ascend-
descended?
Who had ascended up into heaven, right? Which is so-called Christ, Yahweh Shai. Say it for me, Yahweh Shai, right? Read on.
Who hath gathered the wind in his fist?
Read on.
Who hath bound the waters in a garment?
Read on.
Who hath established all of the ends of the earth? What is his name?
What is his name?
And what is his son's name?
What is his son's name? What is his name, King? And what is his son's name? Say it. What is his name, King? I can't hear you. What is his name, King?
Yahweh King.
And what is his son's name?
Yahweh Shai.
So,
That's right.
so it's Yahweh.
Yahweh.
So what is his name?
Yahweh.
What is his son's name?
Yahweh.
Yahweh Shah. What is his name?
Yahweh.
What is his son's name?
Yahweh.
Right.
What's your nationality? Starts with an I.
Right, brother.
You an Israelite from what tribe?
Tribe of Judah.
Right.
Praise the Most High.
All praise to the Most
Okay,
High.
so with that being said, you got my number, brother. I want you to text me as soon as possible so I can lock you in. And we expect to see you next Saturday, alright, brother? When you get home, act cordial and do what you gotta do to get this woman off your back. But remember that you an Israelite from the tribe of Judah and you a king, alright? And you got commandments to follow and things to do. And we also obey God rather than man, especially a damn woman, alright?
Right.
Most High will we see you next Saturday, alright, brother? Listen, brother. I love you, King, alright, brother? We love you, man. Make sure you hit me up. Alright, brother. With that, shalom. Peace unto you, brother. Give me the book of Yeah, brother. Remember to have that on, brother, next time we see you. Every day, but especially when we see you. Right?
Alright, King. Take it easy, King.
Shalom, King.
Come on, King.
Got a brother here.
What's going on, brother? How you feeling, King? Praise to the Most High. I saw you here for a minute, brother. You know, I was just locked in on him. He needed it, you know? But I saw you the whole time, King. What's going on, family? How you feeling? What's your name, brother? Jamal? Shai. With a R? Jamar. I apologize. Jamar. My name is Shai, King. Shai. What's going on? How you feeling? All right. Questions, brother? I see you up here listening. Is everything
I was just trying to shake it all in, listen before I start saying it.
That's mighty.
Before I like pass it to the judge. You just kind of filling me in a little bit to but I wouldn't say I got too much questions. It's more like
What do we do?
I see what you're doing. Right? More powerful stuff. But I just like I'm a student of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I like to build, especially if I'm not like hip to what. You know what I mean? Like I got a brother.
Yeah.
He kind of his name is Eric. He's locked up and he's 17. But he kind of filled me in and brought a lot of this stuff. He was like, he was 100 with it. Like he wasn't playing no games with it. Like that's what he lived for. So he kind of like filled me in, but like I didn't really get all the like you know what I'm saying exactly what he was doing and how, you know what I'm saying. 'Cause I'm a Muslim. I was born a Muslim. I'm from Philadelphia. I was born a Muslim, so like I got my opinion on religion. You know what I'm saying? And there's things about my religion that I don't understand. There's things exactly. So that's why I just kind of like to search for the truth.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna allow this mighty king to give some truth to you and show you who you are. Because believe it or not, King, the Quran, it was made 800 years after the New Testament of our book. And even within the Quran, it says if you don't even believe this book, go seek the holy book, which is the Bible, right? Because the word Quran just means to recite, right? And what is the Quran reciting? It's reciting the Torah. You understand? Muhammad is just a so-called white man, brother. Who pushed his religion, which was Islam, Muslim, whatever you want to call it, no disrespect. You understand? Who he pushed upon the Jews during the sub-Saharan slave trade. You understand? But that's a man-made religion, King. That doesn't come from the Most High God. And I know y'all call God Allah, but Allah, literally in the plain Hebrew, just means God. And God has a name. So what would his name be? What would y'all call him? And you can't say he has 1,000 names because you're saying your name is Jamar. I can't call you Billy, Joe, Bob. You got one name. And that's the same with the Most High God. You see? So I'm going to let this next mighty king show you who you would be according to the Bible and how you would be according to the Bible and not a Muslim. Alright, King? Alright, come. Give me 2 Kings 10 and 16. Give me Psalms 149 and 5. 10 and 16.
It's the book of 2 Kings, chapter 10, verse 16. And he said, come with me and see my zeal.
What did he say?
Come with me and see my zeal.
Read it again.
Come with me and see my zeal.
Hey, come with me and see my zeal, man. right? And you can see as the Israelites, we have a mighty, mighty zeal. You understand? Why? Because we out here week in and week out trying to do the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, and get back to the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Right? Bring that out, King. Bring that out, Mike. Salaki, Yeshua, man. Right? So, say it, boss. Yeshua. Psalm chapter 149, verse number 5. Right, brothers need to chime in.
Bring it up.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 149 and verse number 5.
Bring it up.
Let the saints be joyful in glory.
Read it again.
Let the saints be joyful in glory.
One more time.
Let the saints be joyful in glory.
Read on.
Let them sing aloud upon their beds.
What are we doing?
Let them sing aloud upon their beds.
Read on.
Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth.
Read.
And a two-edged sword.
In a what?
And a two-edged sword.
In a what?
And a two-edged sword.
Where?
In their hands.
To do what?
To execute vengeance.
To do what?
To execute vengeance.
One more time.
To execute vengeance.
Upon who?
Upon the heathen.
Upon who?
Upon the heathen.
Upon who?
Upon the heathen.
In what?
And punishment upon the people.
In what?
And punishment upon the people.
To do what?
To bind their
Bind their kings with chains.
To do what?
To bind their kings with chains.
What is the kingdom of heaven?
To bind their kings with chains.
Read on.
And their nobles with fetters of
And
iron.
they what?
And their nobles with fetters of iron.
Read on.
To execute upon them judgment.
To do what?
To execute upon them judgment.
Read.
This honor have all the saints. Praise ye Yahweh.
Praise ye who?
Praise ye Yahweh.
Praise ye who?
Praise ye Yahweh.
Who's the God of the earth?
Praise ye Yahweh.
Call Allah Yahweh.